For the first mod of this week, it's the Calradia At War mod, which takes inspiration from the Prophecy of Pendor mod from Warband. This mod adds an insane 21 new factions, each with their own unique troop trees and lore. Here's just a glimpse at some of the new factions. The Order of the Phoenix, the most disciplined knighthood order in Calradia. Mako, who are hostile explorers from an unknown part of the world. And the Redemptive Order, who capture anyone deemed to be obstructing God's grace from shining upon Calradia. I've spoken with the mod creator and he tells me that updates in the near future will be improving the AI as well as fleshing out the troops for each of the new factions. I highly recommend that you check out this mod because it's probably one of the most comprehensive mods for Bannerlord so far. Next up is the Messengers mod, a small quality of life mod. Right now in Bannerlord, your companions who are captured alongside you in the middle of Azerai are inevitably going to end up in Sturgia. But with the Messengers mod, you won't have to travel the continent to get your companions back. Now, instead of having to travel yourself, you could send one of your companions to bring all of your other companions back. At number 3 is a simple mod called Settlement Rename, which, as the name suggests, allows you to change names of settlements that you own. You could name your settlements after something from your favorite fantasy series, or anything else really. At number 4 is the Scum and Villainy mod, which is based off of the Calradia At War mod that I talked about first. It adds in more organized crime to the game, so now there's roaming parties of gangs, slaver guilds, smugglers, and much more. It also brings in more hideouts to the game like black markets and slaver markets. Again, like the Calradia At War mod, it adds in unique troop trees for each of these factions. It's another mod that I highly recommend you check out. For number 5, we have the Shattered Kingdoms mod. This mod has almost every clan start out as their own faction, so now instead of 8 factions, there's dozens. The developer has also added in dynamic rebellions, so when any faction starts getting too large, it becomes more and more likely that they will face a rebellion. It's a lot more chaotic than the vanilla version of the game, but I love it for that. Next is Danger's Recruiter, which takes away the frustration of being a king and having to travel village to village to recruit troops for your own towns. Now you could just hire a recruiter to do it for you, and they will bring back recruits daily to your town's garrison. For number 7, it's the Late Roman Army mod, which is a mod for history nerds like me. It changes over the Calradian Empire's armies to look like a Roman army from the 4th and 5th centuries. It's probably not a mod that most people would care about, but it is fun to bring the Romans to Calradia. For number 8, we have the Custom Banners and Uniforms mod, which changes each clan banner into something unique. It looks amazing, especially if you have the mod to add in more banners into your battles, where you can have multiple armies all with their own unique banners flying. The one downside to this mod is that the campaign map can be really confusing to look at, but nonetheless, I still love this mod. Next is the Fighting Together Raises Relations mod, which gives you relations for fighting alongside allies just like you would in Warband. The amount of relations that you gain depends on the size of the battle and if you were outnumbering the enemy or if you and your allies were outnumbered. But you do have to be careful, because now if you lead your allies into battle and they lose, you could lose a huge amount of relations with your allies. Last for this list is the Banks of Calradia mod. Now you can take out loans or you can keep your dinars stored in banks around Calradia while getting interest payments. With this mod, each town has its own bank with dinars stored in the town's treasury, but there are risks to banking. In the event of a siege or theft, the bank might not have enough money to pay out what they owe you. That's it for the top mods of week 3. I hope that you'll give some of these mods a try and let me know what mods have you been enjoying. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.